Hey, just a short intro before I get into the normal intro for my videos. Just some of you noticed I haven't posted for a number of weeks. I have had some family issues going on. First, I had to assist in getting my 93-year-old mother into an assisted care facility, which is in a state in the middle of the country. After returning home from doing that, about a week later, my 74-year-old sister passed. Also back in the same state, in fact, same city where my mom lived. So I have just returned back to Virginia and picking up and running with things again. So this little video, it's just work in progress for things I'm doing. It's dedicated to my sister Sandy. So I'll have just a very short little in memoriam piece at the very end, just kind of dedicated to her memory. So, all right, thanks folks. I do appreciate everybody that subscribes and watches. I have fun with the hobby, and now I'm getting back into it again after a few weeks of focusing elsewhere. So take care and enjoy, and talk to everybody later here. Hey everybody, Bill in Virginia, and welcome back. So this week I'm getting started on a non-railroad type project that will positively impact the railroad. As I noted in the last video, this counter and these cabinets are coming out. You can see what I was dealing with here. That's what's left of a drawer that collapsed in the cabinet. There's another one that's sitting over there that's the same way. These were old, and they're gonna go, and I'm gonna scrap them out, and I'm gonna do some different things over here to increase storage space, optimize it a little bit, as well as make a couple of small work centers that are about 3 feet long and again 2 feet wide to kind of match up the profile and width of what I've got for this countertop. But once that's in place, I will be able to roll the end scale layout minus backdrop completely up to roughly this location, because I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a number of these 1x6 shelves in. Put maybe another one up around here, and then kind of go down so that I can use those to store a lot of goods. I'll get some small plastic totes to put a variety of the tools in. Those will be able to be stored under the work centers. Some stuff, if I haven't used it in many years, I'm probably going to clean it out and donate it. There's just so much stuff that I've got that if it hasn't seen the light of day in 7 years since I've been at this house, I don't need it. So I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to have some help moving this stuff. It's heavy. I am about to the point where I should get clearance to go back to work, but I'm not going to take a chance of screwing up my back. It still aches even after the surgery. It's healed well. However, I just do not have the flexibility that I once had, and it's not easy doing any major lifting still. So anyway, let me get a little farther along on the demo, and then we'll kind of come back. I'm kind of curious to see what's under this. Who knows what I'm going to find. So anyway, more in a bit. Making some progress on the disassembly. Got the doors off, drawers off. Lots of stuff under the end scale layout right now. So I'm just about ready to do the final disassembly and tear this thing apart and pitch it. The blue tape that you see on the counter here and then down there mark where the little, I guess I'd call them bump out counters are going to be. So I'm going to do 3 foot long by roughly 2 foot wide little tables, essentially, that'll fit into this space. That corresponds to the gaps between the 2 uprights for the legs, as well as a little bit of blocking that I've got underneath, just to kind of keep the leg steady, because that is on a hinge. So I've got those marked off. Normally I really wouldn't have to worry about it so much, except the floor in this garage does tilt towards the door. And I wanted to make sure that I had everything marked here so I could do some measurements to the top of the counter. And I did, and even though it's kind of hard to see, you can see that I've got 27, which is the distance from the edge this way. Got it marked right 1, and then the top to the counter is 36¼ inches. You know, I just come down here, right 2. This one's 63 inches from the edge of the counter that way, and it's 36 5/8 inches. Now I am going to take off an additional 1/4 inch because the ledge that I've put on to support the backdrop is 1/4 inch thick. So I want to drop these down so that when I slide the whole train over it, the countertop, the new one that I'm going to put, is below any obstruction that's from underneath the layout. So I do think I've got most of it thought out. We'll see what happens as I keep going. So anyway, next one will be showing this as a blank space. Making more progress. I now have the 2 layouts covered up in plastic. Used 3 9x12 thin plastic sheets on this. Got everything covered, everything's taped up pretty good. So now I can make some dust, and the layout should be pretty well protected. Not planning on creating too much as this comes out, as I'll be able to just bust it apart and then take out small chunks. Have a helper that'll be assisting me since I can't lift the heavy countertops at this point yet, but well, we're getting there. About ready to start construction here fairly soon. I just love demolition. So all of the old counters are out. Floor is first pass sweep. It's not too bad. Got that nice 2x4. I'm going to put my first 1x6 on it for my new shelves and go from there. So making some progress. Took 2 trips to take it down to the dump, as well as a deceased drill press that I had sitting over here. One of those special buy ones that was pretty crappy in the beginning, or to begin with anyway. So gone and clean, making some space. Well, I am a little farther along. Got the basic shelves in now. Stuff is just kind of set on it temporarily. Mostly fasteners and odds and ends I'm going to need for the next piece of the project, to build the 2 work stands. So that's coming up next, but we're making progress. Well, I have lumber cut, and starting on the first of the 2 workstations that I'm going to have here. So 2 foot by 3 foot, 2 of those. 1x6 is cut so that I can add some shelving on each side of the workstation. This first one here will be the modeling station. I will build it so that I don't have much in the way of shelving in the middle, so I can get my legs in there and my stool. At least that's the plan at the moment. Second one will have deeper storage inside of it for larger tools and other odds and ends. So making some progress, slow but sure. A little bit more coming here. First little work center is pretty much done. Happy with how it turned out. Got shelves on this side. I've got room for my stool on that side. Additional shelves on the other side. What I am going to do to this yet is I'm going to rip some thin ply stock so that I can, basically 1 inch thick, this is 3/4 inch 1x6s, so I can create like a little lip, go sides, round. Also do in the back right here, because I'm going to be putting bottles of paint, modeling supplies, and different things on these shelves. These shelves here, I'm not going to put any lips on because I'll be using, or putting bigger things on, again, like the paint cans, some tools. I'm going to get some little plastic boxes to put things in on that. And you know, kind of coming in here, stool comes out, little sort of footrest. I'm going to add one more filler block 2x4 behind that one, just to give the legs a little bit more rigidity, so that if I kick it, they're not going to kind of want to split and move. So on this side, real quick, same thing. Did make it so that the top two shelves align with the existing shelves that are on the wall, and then a bottom one. So plenty of storage. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on assembling the next one. It's all the same, except I'm probably going to add some additional shelves in the middle just for some bigger stuff. But I think that's going to wrap up this video for today. I'll just keep this one short. The next one should show the other work center completed. I should have the plastic off of the layouts. I should have this stuff moved, and this is material to start building bench work for the ON30 layout. Just kind of move it to the side, and I should have most of that junk cleaned up underneath the layout. I'm going to have to if I'm going to move the end scale over here. So anyway, hey, keep having fun on your layouts. And also, you know what? Don't be afraid of mixing things up. You know, we're all trying to maximize our space in one way or another. So, you know, be creative. You never know what the results are going to be. And it's fun, too. So take care, and we'll catch you next time.